morning, everyone. I am Teacher Mai, your teacher in Introduction to Philosophy. How are you today? Hope all is well as we learn another topic for today. Please prepare your writing materials with you. These are our objectives. Compares different societies and individualities formed in each society. Evaluate different forms of societies. Shows cooperation while doing the activity. And then last, display social responsibility as individual during this pandemic by sharing their personal views. Okay, so before we proceed with our topic, let me ask you questions. Question number 1. Have you ever wondered what life was before? Their way of living, how they communicate with each other? Second, how did they survive when there was still no technology to use? Number 3, as of today, can you say that life is easier? Some of our grandparents says that we are lucky because we have all the necessary machineries and technology to use to make our work easier, right? Some of examples of this are using the cell phones to communicate with our loved ones who are far away. And then with the farmers, they are now using a tractor, or what you call this, a tracer for doing farming. Okay. Next activity, I'll be showing to you pictures and then you have to tell me or share what you can say about the picture, okay? Okay, let's start. Picture number 1 or figure A. What can you say about the picture? Very good. Figure B. What can you say about the picture? Very good. Okay. Next picture. Figure C. Okay, very good. Figure D. Okay, very good. How about this figure E? What can you say about this picture? Very good. Figure F, what can you say about the picture? Very good. Wow. How about this last picture I'll be showing to you? Figure G. Very good. Oh, I have a lot of intelligent or what you call it, smart learners. Okay? So, as we look at the picture, as we analyze or as we seen any differences with this, I have some questions for you to answer and write it in your writing materials. First, is there any changes in our society as seen in the pictures? Very good. Of course, yes, right? Every form of society, we can see a lot of differences. Okay, question number 2. Why is it that every form of society have differences? Anyone to answer? Very good. Because people adopt to some of the cultures, that's why we can say that they have these differences. Okay, number 3. How can you say that living in our society today is easier than life before? Very good. It is more easier because we are now using a highly advanced technology. For example, internet, right? Very good. Last question. How can we improve as a person in the society we belong? Very good. As a person, we need to be selective type. We need to do good and follow rules to be a perfect fit in our society. Okay. Now we go to our lesson proper, forms of society. Okay. So, first form of society is this one. Hunting and gathering society. Okay. You have seen this picture a while ago, right? Okay. This hunting and gathering society is the earliest and simplest form of society. Why? Why can we, or how can we say that this one is in simplest form? Okay, this is in a simplest form because these people or family, they only look for animals to feed for themselves, or they for them to have to eat and to survive. Okay, so their primary concern is the survival. Next, small size families. It is small size families because it only consists of a small a parent, a children, and some of their relatives. And of course, this only include very few people because this is the first society we had. Okay, next, nomadic. From the word nomadic, this means that because they are for their survival, they look for food, so they don't stay in one place, so they don't have a permanent territory. That's why they are called nomadic. Second form is Pastoral Society. Okay, when we say Pastoral Society, we can see in the picture that they have this taking care of animals, right? So, domestication of animals. It means that they adopt animals for food supply. Example, they raise cows or sheep for them to have their own food. Next, produce surplus foods and resources. Okay, when we say surplus of food, is that they have this excess foods and also resources, right? Okay, it means that they have excess foods for them to trade with others. Example, in exchange for rice, they trade it with a cow meat. Okay, in previous, as we hear some stories from our parents or from grandparents, they said that in exchange for a salt, they exchange it with their meat or chicken. That's funny, but then that's what it is, right? Okay, next, they engage in handicrafts. Okay, when we say handicrafts, this is a handmade crafts by the members of this society. For example, we're still using some of the handicrafts. For example, a nigo. We use nigo, right? Or we have this bani. Okay. Next society is Horticultural Society. This time, they already have the small-scale cultivation of plants, fruits, and vegetables. They also have this domestication of animals from the Pastoral Society. Okay. Clear define of roles and responsibilities. Okay. Tasks are assigned according to gender. For example, male's task is to look for food, and then the female's task is to take care of the homes and to take care of their children. Okay. Family and clan oriented because their behavior and actions were restricted by tradition, and this time they have this tradition already. Okay, next, they are semi-nomadic. Why they are semi-nomadic? It's because they transfer from other places when the resources on that area is depleted. When we say depleted, is that they cannot use that land already because it's already used. Okay. Next, agrarian or the agricultural society. Okay, this agrarian or agricultural society this is the evolution of both pastoral and horticultural society. So it engages in large scale and long term of cultivation of crops and domestication of animals. Large scale means this is an increase of production. This is not only just for few. So they increase the production, and this long term means long period of time in cultivating and raising of animals. Use of tools to aid in farming. Okay, when we say use of tools is that, for example, instead of using only carabao to plow the fields, they invent a tool that could help the carabao in plowing. Okay, this agrarian or agricultural society improved technology and farming methods, results in increase in production and giving rise to growing population. Okay, next, Fifth Society. Fifth Society, this is called a Feudal Society. Okay, when we say Feudal Society, this is the ownership of land. This society arose during medieval times in Western Europe when rival kingdoms engaged in conflict over resources like land. Okay, rulers grant land to owners. Okay, these rulers, this is what you call the owner of the land. And then they were grant lands to their followers, or what we call the vassals. And then these vassals are granted land for them to manage it. And then these followers are being served by peasants, what we call the workers. So who then cultivate the land and tend to the animals in the farms. Okay, the one who owns the land is considered the most powerful and influential members of the society. Okay, so members are organized based on status. Okay, this is what I have told you a while ago. So this system or society is based on status. Okay, so the one who owns the land are considered the most powerful and influential in the society. Social relations and are characterized by dependence. Okay, the owner depends on his followers for them to provide resources. Then the followers or the vassals depends on the workers or the peasants for their service, while the workers depend on their vassals for protection in return. Members of this society are conscious of their place. People who belong to higher class are treated with respect by the members of the community. Okay, next. Number 6. We are now in the Industrial Society. Okay. Use of specialized machinery. When we say specialized machinery, it means a machine that is designed to help increase number of production. One example of this are the machine found in factories. Okay, I know you heard this factory word, right? Okay, they increase their production per day to accommodate necessary buyers to buy. Okay, advancement in science and technology. Okay, this gave rise to new production and industrial methods as well as innovation in transportation and communication. Okay, this time there are a lot of innovations emerge, like use of phones or our bus or trucks. And then next, inequalities on wealth, power, and influence. Okay, of course, it talks about inequalities. It is because the owners are considered the most influential in this society. Okay. Workers in this society came from other community. That's why the interaction with individuals came from other clans. Okay. One good example of this is that some of Boholanos went to Manila, right? And then they went to Manila to look for a better job because they think living in the city is more easy. That's why Manila City have a lot of individual coming in from different provinces. That's why their interactions doesn't came from other clans. It's not what you call this. It's not exclusive only for one clan. That's why they have interaction in different clans. Okay, so that's industrial society. Next, the last society is the post-industrial society. As you can see in the picture, it is very or what you call this, a highly advanced society. Okay? Society is based on knowledge, information, and sale of services. Okay. Aided by highly advanced technology, and members have a higher educational attainment and better training. And then last is this post-industrial society is what you call the virtual society. Okay. Okay. So led by the human mind and aided by highly advanced technology, the trend has shifted from industry to the generation, storage, manipulation, and sale of information. Virtual society where people organize themselves through communication technology and the use of internet. Example is if for example of this, one big example of this is, for example, if your parents or member of the family is working abroad, this is very useful for you. For example, this society gives us an advanced technology that we can reach our loved ones very far, like doing what you I know some all of you know Messenger, right? And in Messenger application in an internet, we can use this video calling. Okay, while doing video call, it's like that you are talking to your family. It's just you are talking to them face to face, but then it's very far from they work very far, right? But then this we can say that this is very useful for us. Another example for this post-industrial society is that for businessmen, if they want to attend to a meeting, they can use this virtual society or virtual application for their meeting or conference. Even though they live very far from each other, still they can have this meeting, right? So that's it. The freedom allowed in this virtual worlds means that a person is able to engage in various activities as well as access to various kinds of informations. Okay, in this post-industrial society, freedom here is highly appreciated, right? Okay, so that are the 7 forms of society. Okay, what was number 1? Okay, hunting and gathering society. Second one. Okay, very good. Pastoral Society. Okay, the next one, number 3. Very good. Horticultural Society. Next one. Very good. Agricultural or Agrarian Society. Next. Very good. Very intelligent learners. Okay, Feudal Society. The 6th one. Very good. Industrial Society. And then the last one is the Post-Industrial Society. Okay, very good. For our application, you need to identify the forms of society using the pictures presented. Okay. First picture. What society is this? Very good. Industrial Society. Second picture. Very good. Horticultural Society. The next picture. Very good. Pastoral Society. Fourth one. Very good. The Post-Industrial Society. Next. Very good. Hunting and Gathering Society. Next. Very good. Agrarian or Agricultural Society. Last one. Very good. Feudal Society. Okay. Before we end before we end this form of society, I would like to ask a question from you guys. As we all know, we are facing pandemic this time. Being a student, how can you help our society in preventing the spread of coronavirus? Anyone? Okay, John, can you give me your ideas on how you can, as a student, how can you prevent the spread of COVID-19 or the coronavirus? Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, for our assessment, I have this is true or false. Okay. I give you the statement, and then if you have to identify if it's true or false. Okay. Number 1 question. Pastoral society is the simplest form of society. True or false? Very good. False. How can you say that this is false? Okay, Maria? Very good. Because the simplest form of society is the hunting and gathering society. Very good, Maria. Number 2 question. In the post-industrial society, the members of this society have higher educational attainment, better training, and specialized roles. True or false? Anna? Very good. It's true. Okay. Number 3. Evolution of pastoral and horticultural societies belong to agricultural society. Jaime? Very good. Wow. True. Number 4. Okay. Members of the hunting and gathering society are called nomadic because they don't have permanent territory. Okay. Jan? Very good. True. Number 5 question. During the Feudal Society, the people already used specialized machinery in the production of goods and services. Is it true or false? Very good. False. Okay. For your assignment, I would like you to read in advance the next lesson about human persons as oriented towards their impending death. Okay. Before I finish the presentation, I would like to leave a quote saying, if you realize your responsibility, you will realize your destiny, by Tasnim Hamid. Okay. That's all for today, and thank you all. May God bless us all. Thank you.